Nwunye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nwunye Ọmadike ndị Igbo, our Lolo, the Igbo First Lady, made a video yesterday shortly after the final verdict against dear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A very emotional video.
I think the time now is 17 minutes past 8. It's been a long day for all of us. It's been a very, very long day. Annoying long day, not unexpected day, but a day that we knew that would come sometime at some point. I just had to wait for Nnamdi to go back into the house because I haven't told him what happened. He's asked me about the court and I said, it's the usual nonsense going on. And he said, okay. I have not slept, considering that I'm still recovering. I have not slept, not one bit, and I have been on calls and meetings, and some people were calling me that they were on high blood pressure and things, and I thought to myself, what do you want me to do? What do you expect me to do? We have seen what transpired today in the court between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the kakistocratic. I have always called Nigerian government kakistocratic government of Nigeria. What happened today is not something unprecedented. It is something that we know that this is what they want to do, even though some people don't realize that, but this is something that has been planned, prepared a long time ago. Although at some point we would have averted or evaded this type of behavior in the past, but notwithstanding, God alone understands why it has to come this way or go this way. Mind you, this is not about some political misunderstanding or misconception happening anywhere. This is about Biafra. So if we understand what Biafra is and understand what it entails and understand the people behind Biafra, the unseen hands and the seen hands, then we will understand what this whole thing is about. Also, if we understand who we are as the Igbo people, Igbo, there is something about us that the enemy does not want to. God, in his infinite mercy, would make us known as he has purposed us to be. So I need to be fast so I can go back in. I'm in the car trying to make this quick video before going back in, because Nnamdi will come out now. I don't want him to hear me. In Nigeria, a judge cannot ask a defendant to open a defense on terrorism related charges without reading out the written law under which the court is trying that person. Okay, so the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, Section 36. I mean, I'm sure that is very familiar to everyone now. It provides that a person shall not be convicted of a criminal offense unless the offense is defined and the penalty prescribed as in a written law. So what Omotosho has done today is a written script for him to read out. Everyone could hear him, everyone could see that he was reading a script handed over to him, and that he could barely read out some of the words in his own very written judgment. How interesting. I've had to quickly tweet and post the travesty of justice today regarding how Omotosho ignored the Constitution's requirement that no one can be convicted under an unwritten or unknown offense. He forced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to take a plea under a repealed law, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu refused. So show me where it is written before I can enter into a defense. And that never happened. Omotosho refused blatantly, flagrantly to issue written rulings on serious applications. So you could hear him reading, you could hear him counting thousands of lines of hours of account. But then he refused to issue a written ruling, which he ought to have done first, but never did. He told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to put all objections in a final address, then blocked the final address. So if you were Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will be as outraged as Mazi was this afternoon. You cannot ask me to put my final address, put it down, write it down, and then you block it. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has right, is his right, to put a final address down, to write it down. But Omotosho blocked that and decided to read out those nonsense he called count. And he refused to, first of all, decide whether he even had the power to try the case. We kept talking about jurisdiction. I have always talked about jurisdiction. Nigeria government has no right to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He who comes to law must come with equity.
If for this law, a true definition of a virtuous woman, a supportive wife. My dear brothers in the Igbo, always pray to God, always ask God to give you a wife like this, a wife material. That kind of a wife, no matter your situation, no matter how challenges, may God the Lord, may not dear for her or not dear for her. She will always be there for you, patiently waiting for you, and always praying for you. Always ask God to give you a wife like this.